What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your April 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements, okay? This month seems like quite a lot. You know what's interesting? What's interesting is you have... Well, first of all, sorry, hopping around a little bit. I was just trying to see how I want to do this, but I'm just going to talk how I see fit. You got obstacles and blocks are lifted here, right? As one of your oracle cards, which also Aries got. I don't know if a good amount of you are maybe dealing with Aries or have, people with strong Aries placements in your life, or maybe if you do, but their energy is kind of coming up in this read. Obviously, we're in Aries season, right? So there could be that influence as well, of course. But definitely there's just a lot of Aries going on. Now, what I will say is this month for you guys, we are all dealing collectively with first house energy because Aries are the first astrological sign of the year. But for you guys, that directly connects to your sixth house. So it's really about your daily routines, your work, your health, right? And we're talking about physical health, mental health, emotional health, all that, right? Even frenemies come up in terms of sixth house energy. It's all the things that are connected to Virgo. And it's going to be really important that this month, you guys, if you are not already on a pretty good, I want to say schedule, but, schedule kind of, a routine of how you do things, it's going to make life a little bit harder. So really this month, focus on having your routines. And what I mean by that, when you wake up in the morning, is the first thing that you do go and check your Instagram? Or do you wake up and meditate, or, have time for yourself first, or, those sorts of things. Little things like that, just little tweaks in your daily life is going to be super helpful for you guys. Especially when it comes to implementing more things that help you feel grounded or closer to spirit, any of that, okay? And I say that because you guys have the 9 of Swords, which is showing up as your unseen energy for the month. So this isn't a fun energy to be in. This is the energy of can't eat, can't sleep, I'm thinking about some bullshit. This is about worrying about something. Some of you guys might be having really vivid dreams at this time too. But it's not usually easy energy to be in. But the thing about the 9 of Swords, if we're trying to find the silver lining, is it does kind of talk about an ending of something. 9s and 10s are always endings. 9s are like the beginning of an end. But it's something that's coming out to a close, something that's maybe, has stressed you out, or maybe this is, as a result of something happening, you guys are here in this 9 of Swords energy. This is why I say it's really important, especially to lean into that 6th house energy of really pumping up your daily routines, really, making sure you're getting your mental health back in order, making sure you watch what you eat. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about the things that you watch on TV. I'm talking about the shit that you read, the things that you see on your social medias. Watch what you consume this month. It's very, very important. Now we are going to be having a new moon in Aries on the 11th, which is going to be really, really good. Set your new intentions, a great time to really get into some new moon rituals. The full moon is going to be on the 26th, and that is in your sign. So yes, it will be an emotional one. Yes, you guys will feel it heavily. Yes, for you guys, it'll be a lot to do with you, right? Like how you see yourselves, your self-image, the things that you want to transform, the things that you are trying to improve, those sorts of things. And, full moons usually kind of have almost like an eclipse, not eclipse, they can have sometimes a tower effect where they kind of knock things out that needed to be knocked out type thing. Which leads me to your first card, which is the Tower. Now, this is Mars energy, right? So this is, whenever I think of Tower card, I think of Aries energy, but I also think of you guys because obviously, before Pluto was discovered as a planet, you guys were connected to Mars energy. So you guys are still connected to Mars energy. But Tower card really talks about something sporadic happening, right? It kind of talks about something just kind of happening out of nowhere. This is basically when the universe comes and knocks something down, right? Because the foundations weren't sturdy to begin with. We weren't maybe off to a great start, and we aren't necessarily making the changes and the tweaks that we need to in order to better ourselves or the situation. So it's kind of like a help from the universe, quite honestly, even though it doesn't feel like it. The thing that's annoying about the Tower is it comes out of nowhere. So if you had any particular plans of what you thought you were going to do and what you thought this was going to be, this kind of comes through and says, girl, goodbye, right? After that, you guys have Seven of Swords, which leads to the Ace of Pentacles, my favorite ace. So yes, in the beginning of this Aries season, it does seem like there's some friction. Now, this Tower card could have to do with your relationships, of course, romantic ones, relationships with your friends, your family, your work, relation to whatever. And I say that too because we did just have a Libra full moon at the end of March. And that was a full moon that really had us looking at relationships and really just how like we relate to things. It's all about that 7th house energy, right? So this could have a lot to do with that. Now you've got the Strength card that is clarifying the Tower card. So whatever this Tower is for you, whatever this sporadic change, whatever this, thing is that is forcing you to pivot, this is also telling you to be patient with yourself. This is telling you to nurture yourself, right? The Strength card is really more about the divine feminine strength than it is the masculine strength. It's really about being there for yourself. It's really about like, nurturing yourself. I think that's hard to do for a lot of people, but this has a lot to do with it. Now, some of you guys might have been dealing with a Leo person, of course, or a fire sign person in general, Leo, Sag, or Aries, but this is definitely about something kind of going left, and I think that you guys weren't ready. Like something came and shook the table, and I think it kind of has your wheels spinning, right? Now, I do want to say also, Mercury moved into Aries on the 3rd, which means that a lot of people are a little bit more spicy with their tongue, right? We're kind of in this space where, you're really demanding the things that you want, and you're really making your voice heard, and you're really, trying to be your #1 advocate for yourself. But this also can make us quite testy and aggressive or seem like we're angry. And so just making sure that, your message is speaking louder than the emotions, because I just feel like you could get a little bit aggressive this month. Everyone can, or this could even be people being aggressive with you, that type of thing. It's very easy to do that when Mercury is in Aries, because we're talking about Mars energy, which is aggressive and about the fight and being direct and, going for things. So now with this 7 of Swords card, you guys got the Temperance card. So, you know what this really feels like to me? Like 7 of Swords a lot of times can be about sneaky behavior, someone being like trifling, someone lying to you, taking from you, and that absolutely can be. I mean, you guys could definitely be even finding out that someone was this way with you, or maybe if you've been not being the best, this could be, you being exposed in some sort of way. But I really feel like following this Tower card, this is telling you that you're going to kind of have to imagine and kind of replan some things, because 7 of Swords also speaks to strategy, right? So this after this Tower hits, and maybe it just kind of blows all the plans that you had for yourself or for your business or for your relationship out of the water, it kind of puts you in a place of like re-strategizing, which is not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing at all. I got the Temperance card, which is connected to Sagittarius energy, and really for you guys saying to be patient. This is a time of healing. This is also letting you know that you're divinely guided, whether you feel like it or not. I think a lot of times when bad things happen to us, it's hard to believe that that was the plan, right? But a lot of times bad shit happening to us is oftentimes the catalyst for something beautiful happening. And a lot of times the things that we perceive as being bad in the moment were actually exactly what we need and actually the most perfect thing, right? So really try to work on changing your perspective. I think through meditation and through prayer and through maybe walking or stretching or whatever it is, I think you guys will find different ways to look at something. It's going to be really important that this month you are allowing yourself to find the silver lining, even if you feel like you're being fake, even if you feel like you're being ridiculous. Okay, now you got the Ace of Pentacles here. Again, it's my favorite ace because this ace brings stability. It brings security. It brings a golden ticket. It's the golden seed, right? It's not a dud. This is whatever you're planting, whether this is about money coming to you, it's something that you will have the ability to grow. Whether we're talking about a relationship, this is a relationship that would be built in something solid. Six of Wands, clarifying this. Now, Six of Wands is very much about success. It's very much about victory, right? Some of you guys have things or jobs that you do in the spotlight, and this might even be a clue to you that you are going to be getting more recognition or being known or having more followers, having more clients, that type of thing. Six of Wands is interesting though, because Six of Wands follows the battle of the Five of Wands, right? Where there's like everything's disorganized, there's competition, you know, nobody's really on the same page. Like this could be internal or external conflicts. And then we get to the Six of Wands. In the original depictions of the cards, you've got someone riding in after the long battle on their horse, right? And you've got all these people surrounding them, cheering them on and all the things. But, you know, everybody who's watching you and everybody who's a fan is not really a fan. There's a lot of frenemies out there. There's a lot of people who are secret haters out there, but it doesn't matter. Even with all of that, and again, that might even be caught up in this Tower, Seven of Swords-y energy that you guys have earlier on, you know, in the month. But even with all that, you've got victories. So yeah, it just feels like something didn't quite go as planned, but it actually ended up being better, you know, or it ends up somehow giving you some type of recognition, or even in terms of like putting yourself in the right position to meet the right people so that you can build some type of abundance. So let's say you're working on a passion project, or, you know, working, you know, trying to up your own business. If like you're an entrepreneur or something, maybe like you somehow finding yourself in the right space where you're in the right room with the right people, with the right connections, sends you on the right journey type thing. Now, in your environment, you've got the Queen of Wands. Next, you've got the Four of Pentacles, and then you've got the Three of Swords. It's funny because the Three of Swords is the last card here. This does feel like it's directly connected to the Tower. Of course, I do feel like there's some heartbreak for some of you. Obviously, this is general, so this isn't gonna connect with all of you. But those of you that this is connecting with in terms of like a breakup or a heartbreak, or like you found out some shady shit about someone, especially if they're, you know, a fire sign. Because Queen of Wands, she is the most like bubbly, social, hostess with the mostest queen, right? She's a go-getter. She only does things that she wants to do. She only, you know, she follows her passion. She doesn't do anything out of duty. She's super sexual. She's the most sexual queen of them all. She's also can be known as the other woman. So whether this is you being the other woman, or this is like someone else who's the other woman, you found out about another woman. Ooh, Magician. This is Virgo, Gemini energy, right? Because it's Mercury energy. Now, the Magician on a good side, like this is someone who is capable, and like someone who's confident, and someone who's magical and can make things happen, and they don't lack they don't lack confidence to do whatever it is they want to do. But on the bad flip, this is also someone who's manipulative. This is someone who can gaslight. This is someone who's super conniving. Some of you guys found out about another woman. Ooh, because wait, look, Ace of Swords, yes, communication, but this is about truth, right? And then you've got Eight of Cups. Oh, for those of you guys who this is the case, I'm very, very sorry. And for some of you guys, it feels like this is where that Tower comes in. Like you guys found out about another woman. There's another woman, another man, another person, another energy in your relationship that does not need to be. Now, I did have something similar. Was it with Aries? I would just look at the Aries reading, because for some reason, like again, you got the obstacles and blocks are lifted. That's the same card. I believe they got the Ace of Pentacles somewhere too. I'm getting their energy, and especially with this Queen of Wands, because it is fire. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it does feel like some of you guys found out about somebody else. And then this Three of Swords actually has to do with like the healing process that comes later. Damn. Okay, Four of Pentacles is next. Now, Four of Pentacles is an energy of being closed off, right? This is someone who may not be open. This is also someone who could be saving, right? Saving their money, trying to be very mindful of their money. I think that's a great idea. This can also be someone who maybe is just keeping certain information or details to themselves, moving a little slowly on things. Two of Wands. Yeah. It seems like if there is a big tower moment that hits with you guys, and of course this isn't going to be for everybody, because this feels very specific this month, but if there is that, it looks like you guys are looking to move forward and do something new. Two of Wands to me is about making the plan to do something new to me. It's usually about someone who's like looking at the world around them and they're like, you know what, I already know what this wand does. I already see where that got me, and I'm really interested in moving forward and seeing, you know, trying something new. Now this Three of Swords here, let me see. Queen of Wands, yes. So some of you guys could be heartbroken over a fire sign individual. Some of you guys maybe... You got Queen of Wands twice. I just feel like there's something fishy going on. For some of you guys, you're finding out about... I hate that. Hold on now. My Venus is in Scorpio. I better not have no problems this... I better not have no problems this month. Yeah. Page of Cups is here. Page of Cups is a message coming in. One that is... an emotional message, or one that makes you feel connected in some way. A lot of times Page of Cups to me also comes in as an apology. So it could be that, especially considering where this read is going. I'm sorry to say that for some of you guys, you're finding out about something a little sneaky. Something that, you know, yeah, it just feels like this is a month where there's going to be some exposure, probably especially around your full moon, right? And now it makes sense why it's so important for you guys to really pick up a strong daily routine. Because I think that this is something that you can easily let grow legs and get away from you if you don't kind of get on it, right? So waking up at the start of the day, a new routine, something that's very, very, you know, helpful for you just in terms of starting your day intentionally. I think that's going to be really, really important in order to get through this month. Okay. And then next month when we go into Taurus season, that is your opposing sign. So that will be highlighting relationships even more. I'm really curious to see how next month plays out. So definitely come back and check that out. But yeah, so oracles, we've got 29, feast, slow down and celebrate yourself, right? This is really a message to us that sometimes, you know, we're just going about life, you know, going, constantly reaching for the next thing, reaching for the next goal. And we very rarely slow down and just look at where we are and be grateful for it, right? We very rarely just slow down and just have gratitude for everything, even if it doesn't seem like it's much. You know, especially in moments this month when you're low, it's really important to celebrate yourself. It's really important to remind yourself why you are the shit and why they're an idiot, you know, or whatever. Like, don't sell yourself short. Really give yourself roses this month. Really try to practice that self-love this month. And that's not just like going out and spending money and shopping and getting pedicures, right? That's doing the deeper work, the shadow work this month, and really nurturing yourself. Now you got obstacles and blocks are lifted. Like I said, Aries got the same card. It says all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your project. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure your flow of abundance continues. So to be real, remember how I said Tower card really comes in to kind of clear away the things that we couldn't? It feels like this is the obstacle or the block that was lifted. So whether this is a person or an organization you're involved with, a job, whatever it is, whatever this Tower card is for you, this was actually a block. This was actually an obstacle, and this was actually just another thing that was getting in the way of what it is that you really want for yourself in your life, Scorpio. So find the silver lining, take it more as a blessing, because now that whatever has cleared away, whatever truth has come out, whatever things have been exposed now you're able to move in integrity and like the direction you want to. So none of this, right? None of this overthinking, but really, really pump up your routines, your daily routines, your mental health, your physical health, your, you know, your routines with your kids, your work, your all those are the things to focus on this month. And then you've also got let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others or support from others. So especially those of you guys who may be finding yourself in a bit of a funk this month, it'll be helpful for you to reach out to your friends, spend time with your friends. You know, fire energy is fun. Fire seasons for me are always fun. I like fire season. So really use that fire season to kind of like be a little bit more social and, you know, surround yourself around good things that make you feel good this month. And don't be afraid or embarrassed, you know, to talk to your friends, the people that you actually trust and you know that want the best for you about certain things. It's better than keeping it all in, you know, and you might just need a shoulder to cry on this month. Okay. So I love you guys, and I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If you would like a personal reading, you can absolutely reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. Go to the About tab here, look at the menu of services and the pricing, and hit me up. And then if you would like a live reading, you can actually schedule that yourself with the link that's provided. So I love you guys so much. I hope that you have an amazing, you know, month, and I hope that you are staying encouraged, and I'll talk to you guys next month. Bye, Scorpio.